There is a lifetime pass that gets you into thousands of national parks and federal sites, and it costs $80, one time, forever. Most people over 62 qualify for it right now and have no idea it exists. That is just one of the discounts we are covering today, and honestly, it might not even be the best one. Here is the thing about senior discounts. The good ones are almost never advertised. There is no sign at the register, nothing pops up at checkout. The company is quietly counting on you not to ask. So today, I'm going to walk you through the discounts that seniors actually miss, the ones hiding in plain sight, starting with everyday shopping and working our way up to a tax break worth thousands of dollars. Stick with me, because a couple of these can save you more in a single year than your entire cable bill. Let us start with stores, because this is where the easy money is. Kohl's gives you 15% off in-store every Wednesday once you turn 60. You just have to show your ID at the register. Walgreens has a Seniors Day on the first Tuesday of every month. 20% off regular priced items once you are 55, as long as you have their free rewards account. Ross does 10% off every Tuesday at 55. And here is a strange one that almost nobody uses. Michael's, the craft store, gives 10% off every single day, and it even includes sale items, which is rare. That kicks in at 55 too. Now here's the pattern I want you to notice. The qualifying age is all over the place. Some places say 50, some say 55, some say 60, some say 65. So you might already qualify somewhere and not even know it. The rule is simple. Just ask. Every single time. The worst they can say is no. Let us talk groceries, because this is where it gets regional and sneaky. A lot of the big national chains quietly killed their senior discounts. Kroger stopped. Walmart never really had one. But smaller and regional grocers still do it, and they do not advertise it at all. Fred Meyer does 10% off select items the first Tuesday of the month at 55. Harris Teeter does 5% every Thursday at 60. Hy-Vee, Publix at some southern locations, Tops, Brookshire's, they all have a senior day buried in there somewhere. The catch is it varies store to store, so the move is to call your local store and just ask what day their senior discount runs. 2 minutes on the phone, 5% off your groceries every week for the rest of your life. Now let us get into travel, because this is where the real savings live. First, airlines. This one surprises people. A few airlines still quietly offer senior fares, but you will never see them unless you go looking. On United, when you search for a flight, there is a passenger drop-down, and you can select Senior, 65 plus. On some routes, that knocks off anywhere from 5 to 25%. American does something similar on certain international routes, mostly to Latin America. Delta will sometimes do it too, but you usually have to call. Now I have to be honest with you here, because a lot of videos will lie to you about this. Southwest ended their senior fares back in 2019. They are gone. And that old AARP deal with British Airways, that ended in January of 2026. So do not go chasing discounts that no longer exist. But do check that senior box when you book United. It is right there. Trains and buses. Amtrak gives 10% off most fares, but pay attention because they raise the age. It used to be 62, now it is 65. You just pick senior when you choose your passenger type. Greyhound does a small senior discount at 62 as well. Hotels are a big one and almost nobody asks. Marriott has a senior rate at 62 that is often 15% off or more. You just select Senior Discount under Special Rates when you book. IHG, which is Holiday Inn and Crowne Plaza, goes up to 20% off at 62. Wyndham, which covers Days Inn, Ramada, Super 8, and La Quinta, does up to 10% at 60. These rates are sitting right there in the booking menu, and people scroll right past them. And here is my favorite travel secret, the National Parks Pass I mentioned at the top. It is called the America the Beautiful Senior Pass. If you are 62 or older, You can pay $80 one time and get a lifetime pass into thousands of federal recreation sites. Or you can do $20 a year if you want to try it first. It also gets you 50% off camping fees at a lot of sites. One tip: buy it in person if you can, because buying online adds a processing fee. This is genuinely one of the best deals in the entire country, and it has nothing to do with your income. It is purely about your age. Now let us talk food, because seniors eat out and leave money on the table constantly. IHOP has a whole 55-plus menu. Smaller portions, lower prices, no card, no membership, you just order off it. If you eat there even semi-regularly, that adds up to real money over a year. Denny's has a 55 menu too. Chili's does 10% off at 55 with no membership needed. And here is a big one. Jack in the Box gives up to 20% off at 55, which is one of the steepest fast food discounts out there. Just remember, these are franchise by franchise, so it depends on the location. Which brings me back to the golden rule: ask before you order. Now let us get into the categories nobody thinks of, because this is where you save the most. Prescriptions. If you take any medication that your insurance does not fully cover, you are probably overpaying. There are free discount cards like GoodRx and SingleCare, no age requirement, no insurance needed, that can knock up to 80% off. And here's the trick pharmacists will not always volunteer. Sometimes the discount card price is actually lower than your insurance copay. So just ask the pharmacist, which price is cheaper today? Let them check both. Cell phones. This one is worth a lot. T-Mobile has a 55-plus plan where 2 lines can run about $30 a line. AT&T now has a 55-plus plan nationwide too. One important warning, because this trips people up. Verizon does have a 55-plus plan, but it is only for Florida residents. So if you see that one advertised and you do not live in Florida, that is not for you. T-Mobile and AT&T are the nationwide options. Movies and museums. AMC does senior pricing at $60 every day. But here's the hidden gem that has nothing to do with age. If you have a Bank of America or Merrill card, you get into over 200 museums, zoos, and science centers completely free on the first full weekend of every month. It is called Museums on Us. Almost nobody uses it. Just bring your card and your ID. Fitness. If you are on a Medicare Advantage plan, there is a very good chance you already have a free gym membership called Silver Sneakers and do not know it. It gets you into thousands of gyms at no cost. Call the number on your insurance card and ask if your plan includes it. You might be paying for a gym you could have for free. Banking. A lot of regional banks and credit unions have senior checking accounts that waive the monthly fee, give you free checks, and sometimes a better interest rate, usually starting around 60 or 62. The Big Four national banks mostly do not do this, so this is one to look for at your local bank or credit union. And now the big one. Taxes. Once you turn 65, you get an extra standard deduction on top of the normal one, which lowers your taxable income automatically. But here is the brand new part that most seniors have not heard about yet. There is a temporary senior bonus deduction worth up to $6,000 per person, so $12,000 for a couple, for tax years 2025 through 2028. It starts to phase out at higher incomes, so it is aimed at middle-income retirees. This came out of a tax law signed in 2025, and a lot of people simply do not know it is there. On top of that, most states offer property tax breaks or freezes for seniors, but you usually have to apply for them through your county. They do not just show up. And AARP runs free tax preparation help at libraries and senior centers all across the country. So let me leave you with the one idea that ties all of this together. Almost none of these discounts are automatic. Nobody is going to hand them to you. The store will not remind you. The airline will not check a box for you. The savings are real, but they are quiet, and they only go to the people who ask. So here is what I want you to do. Pick just one of these this week. Maybe it is calling your grocery store. Maybe it is checking that senior box on United. Maybe it is asking your pharmacist which price is lower. Just one. And tell me in the comments which discount surprised you the most, because I guarantee at least one of these was brand new to you. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.